How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the units that you should be taking for the 5 KAGE League, and this is something that, I talked about with the last KAGE League, and I always get comments asking for team suggestions. Now, the thing is, not a lot of people are playing PvP, that's kind of a known thing, but when it comes to the KAGE League, it's different than Qualifying League. When it comes to the Qualifying League, everybody can use pretty much whatever they want, because it's not going to qualify. Like, if you take a look at this, it doesn't fill up nowadays, unless they, in like future updates, they make it where the remaining space goes down. For the past couple of KAGE Leagues, yeah, no, it's always going to be remaining open. You don't have to worry about running out of time anymore, so I mean, that's good but bad, because nobody's really playing. But so with that said, the time is always on your side there, and you have a whole week to do it, so you literally could bring any team you want and you could pretty much get qualified as long as it's good and you're playing well. You don't necessarily need like 5 KAGE units or anything crazy like that. But with the KAGE League, it's different because you can literally face the #1 player one game and then someone who's not that good the next game. There's no like buffer between ranks. So with that said, you always need to be playing on your best effort, and to do that, making a team setup is obviously very key for that. Now, one thing that is pretty known through the Blazing community, and a lot of people they still don't understand this, but all you gotta do is come over here to rankings and check the ranking. In this case, it'll be level ranking, and just look at the teams. Like, I mean, do I even need to say it? Now, with that said, I'm still gonna be giving you units that could help you out, but I'm just gonna say off the bat, I'm not gonna go into depth with like obvious units. Like when it comes to Tobirama, Hashirama, Minato, like that's obvious. Like I'm not gonna talk about that because that's obvious. And if you don't have Hashirama, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like look at this. Like there's a reason he's there, man. He's the fastest unit in the game right now, and he's amazing. So yeah, if you don't have him, man, then I'm sorry, but you're gonna struggle if even getting to 5,000. So with that said, obviously you can still do well without him, but not against another one of him, because this team setup is insane. I even use Hashirama now. I see a lot of people putting Minato there, but alright, so we're not going to focus on Minato, Hashirama, and Tobirama. That's kind of obvious, but instead we'll be talking about other units that mostly come in hand with the boost that we have active right now, which is a heart type boost where they get a boost of speed, and then there's also the hidden leaf, which goes up attack by 500, but most of the heart types we're going to be talking about get boosts from both of those. So let's go ahead and talk about the first unit. So it's no surprise the first unit I'm going to be talking about that you should be bringing is the Blazing Bash Naruto. I mean, if you pulled this, man, you're most likely going to be taking him. The only reason I really like him is because he's the newest Blazing Bash, so that's really cool, and you usually do like to take the newest Blazing Bash unit onto PvP, if they're really good at least, because they go hand in hand with the boost. I mean, he's a 3-6 chakra, he's pretty fast, he's got a lot of health, he's got a lot of strength, and his first jutsu is really good because the switch seals you and chakra recovery seals you. It's AoE, it's really good. He's a really good unit. Both of his jutsu are AoE and they don't do a lot of damage, switch sealing, all that type of stuff. So he's a good unit to take. I tried summoning for him a bunch, I didn't get him, but if I had him, I would take him, especially because he has a mobilization resistance and jutsu sealing resistance, which is very good. He nullifies element affinity, and he even has a boost against body. Damage reduction, chakra reset, like what else do you need to say? Like this unit is pretty good, man, and mostly because he's just really good for this boost as well, because he's gonna be extremely fast. I mean, right here he's at a base 327, you can get him up to 357 plus the extra 50. Yeah, I'd say this man is set, and like I said, he's a hidden leaf, so you already know he's gonna be getting that damage boost as well, and he's a short range unit, so he already has a lot of damage. But yeah, this Naruto is the first unit, and if you have him, obviously take him because he's really good in his Blazing Awakened form. The next one's going to be Blazing Awakened Renegon 3rd Anniversary Sasuke. Now this is kind of an obvious one as well because the anniversary units are always prevalent, but I feel like they have fallen off just a tiny bit, especially with the introduction of Hashirama. Now Hashirama is still better than this unit right now currently, just because he's always going to be faster than this Sasuke, but he's extremely fast right now. And it's to the point where you need the Hashirama, but like I've said in my videos about Hashirama, he's just a free-to-play version of this Sasuke, but he kind of is a better version of this Sasuke because his jutsu does immobilize you with a higher percent, even if you do have this ability, and it does last for an extra second as well, so there's that. He also has jutsu sealing, but his ultimate doesn't hit the whole map, so if you do get Sasuke's ult, you can actually hit the whole map and go ahead and take out everybody, and that could be your chance at winning. But again, this Sasuke is pretty good. He has a mobilization resistance, he does have jutsu sealing resistance, which is obviously very key this meta, and he's going to be extremely fast. He's going to be at 413, even faster than the Naruto is, So this unit is going to be better than the Anniversary Naruto this time around, just because he's actually going to be really fast, and you could actually take him over someone like Hinata, for example, which is exactly what I'm doing. And because he's a long range unit, he just pairs with my team extremely well when it comes to Minato not getting immobilized. So yeah, he's a really good unit to be taking this time around, and because of the boost, he's just going to be very helpful. Of course, he also has chakra recovery ceiling resistance against the Sage Naruto, which is obviously very good as well. So yeah, good unit. Definitely take him if you have him over the Naruto, I would say, just because he's more important with that speed boost. Now, this is another one that's kind of obvious and borderline obvious with Tobirama, Minato, and also Hashirama, but I want to talk about her because a lot of people obviously take her for sending them back, but this Kage, if I've shown anything through my qualifying videos, is with Hashirama and also with the Sasuke, you can boost up a lot of ultra combos and end up getting your ultimate extremely easily. But on top of that, this Kage is just really good as well because she actually sends you back, but I feel like she's even more helpful this time around because even though she's extremely slow and that will bite her in the end, she does have jutsu ceiling resistance and she does have immobilization resistance, and on top of that, she does a lot of damage. So she's really going to be really good for that because all the heart type units that are around, this is probably the one body type that I would recommend taking, maybe with Final Valley Sasuke as well, but I think she's even more important than he is just because she's gonna be able to send everybody back, and on top of that, she's just gonna be very good for that damage. Like I really like this Kage this time around, not only because of being sending them back, but she's able to hit so many of them, and the body damage with all the heart type units is really good. She can actually slaughter a Hashirama that has no damage reduction abilities, so yeah, that can be very good as well. And again, jutsu ceiling, immobilization resistance, it fits everything that we need right now. Sage Naruto is actually one that I've been bringing a lot in my qualifying league, and he's really good for this. Obviously mine's not the best, which is why I keep him in the back because he doesn't have a mobilization resistance right now. Now he doesn't have jutsu ceiling resistance, so obviously that's not that great, but he is a hidden leaf and he is a heart type. So if you don't have the Sage Naruto that was in the Blazing Bash, then this one is a good substitute, which is why I've been taking him as well. And he's really good because he's going to be the same speed as an Anniversary unit, so if you don't have Anniversary Sasuke, then you can throw this man on, and he's got a lot of health, he's got a lot of speed, he'll be at 413, he's a mobilization resistance if you do get his last ability, he has the damage boost, ignore substitution, health boost, all that stuff, but obviously being able to send them back is really good. This unit's actually pretty good because, like I said, if you don't have Anniversary Sasuke, then you have the exact same speed. You could win a speed tie, maybe put someone underneath him, and then at the same time you could also go ahead and use this man as a substitute for Kaguya. Obviously she's better because she can hit everybody and she's a body type, so it's gonna be doing more damage, but this man can also send someone back as well, and he can also bring them to the front, which is really good. So pairing this with the next unit is actually really good, and that's why I've been going ahead and taking this Sage Mode Naruto, because he's actually really good with that speed boost, because that's usually what's made him suffer in the past, is being so slow. But if you don't have an Anniversary unit, then this man's a good substitute. Now the last unit we're going to be talking about is another body type, and this man right here, 5 Kagegara. Do I need to say more? A lot of people I haven't been seeing use him, and that's why I feel like I need to talk about him. A lot of people have been just bringing either Hashirama and Minato and then someone else, but this Gaara has been helping me a lot, if anything, because first of all, my Gaara cannot get immobilized anymore, which is really good. He has immobilization resistance, and he does a lot of damage, and he's pretty fast as well. Not too fast, he's going to be 344, he's not going to get any boost this type around, and this is the only type of unit we're really going to be talking about that doesn't get a boost aside from maybe Kaguya. But yeah, he's really good for this, and it's helped me out so much just switching someone out or having damage reduction, because with all these 3-6 chakra units running around, you need someone that can survive that with damage reduction, and this man is really good. Now again, like I said, if you do not have the Sage Mode Naruto as well, you can use this man because he's like a free-to-play version where he has switch ceiling for 6 turns, which is obviously very clutch, but he does bring the other row out, which can be a good or a bad thing, but it's really not that big of a deal because this unit is just so good. He can get jutsu sealed, but I put him in my first row because he obviously gives you a speed boost. So even if I run into other Hashiramas, I've been actually winning speed ties just because I have this man, and they usually don't have Gaara underneath him. Now of course, switching them out, it is dependable because some people do put Minato in the back row and then you're kind of just still stuck, but I feel like this Gaara is really helpful this time around, especially because, like I said, all the heart type units, he's just going to be bullying them. So a lot of people are sleeping on him this Kage League, but I don't think you really should because he's helpful, at least for me, and I think he's a good unit to take into consideration, especially because, like I said, the immobilization resistance, he also does have jutsu ceiling resistance, but you do need to sync with body, of course. And he's a long-range unit, so syncing with Minato is obviously very good as well for nullifying immobilization. So yeah, this is going to be the last unit I think you should take, and yeah, that's going to take care of all the units. So that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys got some insight from this, because it's really not that hard. And the thing about Blazing PvP, which kind of sucks, is you're really limited. You got to bring the same teams. Now here's the thing, I have a pretty good team, but I'm still going to lose probably a bunch against someone who either wins the speed side, the RNG, like it doesn't matter what team you bring, because someone's always going to have the exact same one as you, and then it's up to RNG. That's gonna be it for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.